What's up guys, Karaba here, coming at you with another Handy Hubby video where I take on crafty or hands-on projects around the house completely at the bidding of my wife. Today we have an interesting challenge, a different one, where we are removing pit stains from the white or lightly colored clothing that you have in your house. I can't tell you how many times Allison will say to me like, you need to get new t-shirts. And that's just because I like work hard in them, or I work out, or just wear a shirt, I shoot my Handy Hubby videos, and you just get these stains on your shirts that, you know, are a discoloration. Sometimes it's from like deodorant or things like that they use for, but mostly just becomes sweat and it looks really bad. A lot of times when you have stains on clothing, our first reaction is to run to the store, get whatever super duper bleach, crazy cleaner, spot, oxy, something or another, and try to do that in our laundry as part of like a regular cycle. And sometimes it doesn't work, but what I'm here to tell you is you don't have to go actually buy a lot of that stuff. Sometimes you can get those stains out with things that you may have just lying around the house. I've got 4 main ingredients for you, and that is salt, vinegar, baking soda, and hydrogen peroxide. Again, there is a wide variety of stains that could come on your shirt, whether it's you spill something on a meal, spill that coffee, or pit stains like we're focusing on today. This remedy may actually help you take some of those stains out, if not reduce them significantly. Now I will say right up front, do look and do some research on the fabric in which you're going to be using this on. Different fabrics are more sensitive to different types of things that you could have in your household, whether it's a home remedy like this or a cleaner. So just be sure to read those tags to make sure you know that you won't be harming your clothes. Now I just want to do a small little lesson on why pit stains, the focus of this video, happen. And it's actually why you get that discoloration is because there's a reaction happening between your body and the sweat that comes out and the aluminum-based deodorants that are out there, which result in those pit stains. So when you start this process, the first thing you're gonna need is a large mixing bowl or a pot, a bucket, whatever. You're gonna wanna submerge the shirt in 2 cups of water and 1 cup of vinegar. So once you have your mixture, go ahead and submerge that shirt, like I said, completely in that mixture. Make sure that you're putting the stained areas particular in the submerged areas. I'm a pretty big guy, so I have like an XL size in here, and it pretty much soaks up all of that. So let that sit for about 20 minutes, and then we'll come back.
20 minutes later.
So once you're approaching the very end of the time in which it's supposed to be sitting, what I would encourage you to do is go get a bowl and then also maybe a towel. So if you have like a shop towel or just a regular towel, to put that on a surface, so just in case you're working on wood or anything else, it doesn't hurt the surface that you're working on. Take your bowl and actually start to mix some of the mixtures. So in the description below, I have all of the whole recipe, right? So how much you should be having of each thing. So what you're gonna need to do is take those dry mixtures and mix them first. So that is 1 tablespoon of salt and 1/2 cup of baking soda. Get those dry mixtures just all mixed around evenly, because the next thing that you're gonna come into is the agent that's actually going to make this stuff kind of exciting. Remember, if you are doing this at the same time, mixing these ingredients, that wait until your time has come up to take the shirt out of the vinegar bath before adding your peroxide, because the peroxide will start to react pretty quickly. So when it's time for your shirt to be done in the bath, go ahead and take your shirt and wring it out just so it's damp. So make sure you're getting the vast majority of all of the water vinegar solution out of the shirt. Now at this point, you should not see a ton of difference in terms of the stains themselves, so no worries. Remove your vinegar solution and lay your shirt out flat on your toweled surface. And you're gonna want to put the stained areas in a position so you can apply the whole thing. So if that means having the sleeve in kind of a sort of a upside down position, in this case for the pit stain, you're gonna want to do that just so you can apply this paste that we're about to make evenly across the whole stained area. So at this point we're ready for the hydrogen peroxide to be added to the salt and baking soda. So you will go ahead and take 1 tablespoon of hydrogen peroxide and go ahead and add that straight into your mixture. And if you see that that's not forming the paste enough for you, I find that you can add just enough hydrogen peroxide to not make it watery. Just add a little bit more and then mix that solution around to form a nice paste. The consistency that you're kind of looking for here is something similar to like toothpaste, if I had to say anything. So it will be rather thick, and just make sure that it's mixed fairly evenly, just like you would a recipe. So now it's time to apply our paste straight to the stained areas. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of pour this on the area and make sure it's spread evenly across the entire area. It will start to dry out fairly quickly, so you do have to be fairly abrupt with putting this paste right into the fabric. I like to make small little circles with my wooden spoon, just because I find that rubs it in exactly kind of the way it needs to be. So now, just like you let the shirt sit in the vinegar bath for 20 minutes, you're gonna let this paste sit on your shirt again for another 20 minutes.
20 minutes later.
Go ahead and take this thing, you don't necessarily have to scrape the paste off, and put it in the wash like you would washing your whites or what have you, just the way you would. Once you take your item out of the wash, you will notice a huge difference from what the stains were on there before to the finished product leaving the washer. If you need to do this again, you can definitely reapply and try going through again. The reaction here is obviously happening with the vinegar and the baking soda, the salt, just the mixture all together, making that like almost kind of chemical reaction, making the stains lift, which is just so much fun. It actually reminded me for like all of our pretty much first science experiment, which was like baking soda and vinegar and it bubbles and yeah, that thing. But it was a lot of fun. Thanks very much for sticking with us throughout this video. We really appreciate your support. You can check out our vlogging channel. I'll link that in the description below, but also be sure to subscribe to this channel. I put a lot of really fun videos on this channel, and you guys can be on board for all of the future videos, including Handy Hubby videos. Thanks a lot, guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye.